Hello, Super Saver. I hope this week is treating you well. As requested, today's video is a step-by-step tutorial on how to buy and sell treasury bills on the secondary market with Schwab. Now, many of you who've been with us for a while know that my preference continues to be for buying new issue treasury bills at auction because in our experience, it's typically the most effective and time-saving way to purchase T-bills, particularly for the average individual investor. Having said that, there are times when it may be necessary and or convenient to buy treasuries on the secondary market. Check out this video here to better understand the 4 primary reasons for buying T-bills on the secondary market, as well as some important considerations and fees associated with doing this. Also keep in mind as we go through this tutorial that I'm showing you how I do this because I find this way fairly logical and easy to follow. If you do it differently, feel free to drop a note below and share with the rest of our Schwab T-bill community. I'm assuming that you already have a Schwab account if you're watching this. So the first thing to do is to log into the account. Here's my account summary page that appears. I'm going to click on Trade. And from the drop-down menu, I'll select Bonds. What will appear then is this Invest in Bonds at Schwab screen. I'll scroll down now, and if I know the CUSIP of the T-bill that I'm looking for, I'll enter it here and click Go. Most people, though, will look for a specific maturity and or yield. To do this, I'll go to this U.S. Treasuries row up here and select the maturity I want. So, if I wanted a 3-month T-bill, I'd click here. And this screen would pop up showing me all the available secondary market T-bills with a maturity of 3 to 4 months from the date that I pulled together the research for this video. If I scroll down, I'll see the full list that I can choose from. And once I've found what I'm looking for, I can click Buy right here. I'll walk you through what happens when I do click on Buy in just a moment. But let's say for the purposes of this tutorial that I changed my mind and don't want any of these maturities listed here. Say that for whatever reason, I now want a T-bill that matures in January or February 2023 instead. What I would do then is scroll back up and click on Modify Search to look for a T-bill that does fit this maturity criteria. Or I could click on the back button to take me back to this previous Invest in Bonds at Schwab screen. Because none of the maturities listed here fit my January-February maturity requirement, I'll have to click on Find Bonds and Fixed Income. And this Find Bond screen will appear. I'll scroll down, select Buy, Show Best Quote Only, click on this box here. From the pull-down menu, I'll select Treasuries. And here, I'll select the maturity and or yield I have in mind. From this pull-down menu, I can select the minimum maturity for the T-bill I'm looking for. I'm just going to go with a minimum maturity of January 2023 and a maximum maturity of February 2023. I can also enter the minimum yield to maturity here, but I'll just keep it simple in this case and leave it blank. And here where it says face value, I'll enter a 1 for the $1,000 of T-bills I want to buy, and then click on View Search Results. As always, remember that T-bills are quoted in thousands in the market, so a 1 equals $1,000 in T-bills. And the search results will appear on the page that pops up next. My search parameters are all shown here. Now, let's scroll down to see what my options are. We can see that the list is sorted from earliest maturity to latest maturity, and then from highest to lowest yield to maturity. As we can see, the maximum quantity available at this quoted price is listed here, and the minimum purchase quantity required is listed here. I love that 1 because it means I only have to buy $1,000 of T-bills to get this quoted price. So all the T-bills you see here have a minimum purchase quantity of 1, meaning again that the minimum purchase quantity for these T-bills is $1,000. And that's because I entered a 1 here earlier on the Find Bond search screen for the $1,000 of T-bills I wanted to buy. If I hadn't done that, I'd probably be seeing slightly better prices here, but the minimum purchase quantity would also be more than 1. So if you ever find yourself in the situation where the minimum purchase quantity here is more than what you'd like to buy and you want to get a quoted price for the amount that you actually are buying, you can click on View right here under the Market Depth column for that particular security. I'm going to click on View now just to show you what this Market Depth column means. Here's the Market Depth screen that appears when I do this. This Ask section is the one I'll be focusing on because the ask price represents what I'll be paying to buy my T-bill. The Bid section lists the prices I'd get if I were selling this T-bill. And if I scroll down, I'll see that the ask prices are listed from lowest price to highest price, and then from highest yield to lowest yield. For each quoted ask price, here's the minimum purchase quantity required and the maximum purchase volume available. And once I find the quoted price for my desired purchase quantity, I can click on Buy here. As I mentioned earlier, I don't have to go through this depth of book exercise because on the initial Find Bond search screen, I already entered my purchase quantity requirements. And that's why when we go back to my search list of available T-bills, all the T-bills here have a minimum purchase quantity of 1 or $1,000. So I'm going to go with the first one on the list because I like that it matures the soonest so that I can use the proceeds earlier rather than later for another Schwab tutorial. Plus, of the 3 here with the same maturity date, this one has the highest yield to maturity. I'll click on Buy now. And this order screen appears. I'll select the account that I want to buy my T-bill in and check everything here to make sure that I'm actually buying what I want to buy. I'll change the order quantity here from 25 to 1 for the $1,000 of T-bills that I want to buy. These options here are already preset. I can't change them. So now I'll click on Review Order. On the Verify Order screen that shows up next, I'll double check everything for accuracy again. Note that there are no fees associated with this transaction because Schwab does not charge for secondary market treasury trades placed online. I'll also read all the order messages here. As an FYI, these first 2 messages are because I just sold something else in this account to buy the T-bill for this tutorial. They didn't really concern me because I knew that the necessary funds would be in my account by the time this T-bill purchase transaction settled. I'm good to go, so I'll click Place Order. And here's my order confirmation screen. And there you have it, T-bill fans, how to buy your T-bill on the secondary market. Now that we've walked through how to buy a T-bill on the secondary market, let's go through how to sell one in the secondary market. Here I am on my summary page again. This time I'll select Positions, and this screen will appear next. I'll scroll down to the account that the T-bill I want to sell is held in. And I'll sell this one here that matures at the end of January. On the far right, I'll click on the Menu button. From the little box that appears, I'll select Buy, Sell Bonds. And this Market Depth page will pop up. I'll change this quantity here to 1 because I just want to sell $1,000 of these T-bills, not all of them. And I'll click Refresh. Now I'll scroll down and focus on the bid section because the bid price is what I will get when I sell these T-bills. As we can see, the sales price is listed from highest to lowest. I'll check what the best price I'll get is where the minimum quantity is 1 for the $1,000 of T-bills that I want to sell. And it appears to be this here. So I'll click on Sell here. And this Trade Bond screen appears. I'll double check that the quantity and the rest of the information are correct. I can't change anything else on the screen. So now I'll click on Review Order. On the order verification screen that appears next, I'll confirm all the details once again for accuracy, including this table of proceeds here. Then I'll scroll down, read through these order messages to make sure I'm good to go. I am, so I'll click on Place Order. And there we have it, the confirmation that I've just sold my T-bill on the secondary market with Schwab. All right, Schwab Super Savers, I hope this step-by-step tutorial has taken some of the stress and anxiety out of buying and selling T-bills on the secondary market for you. Be sure to check out this video here if you want to see how some of the leading brokerage firms rank when it comes to secondary market pricing for T-bills. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, then don't forget to share it with those you care about. And of course, to hit that thumbs up, and see you again very soon with another brand new wealth building video for a brand new year.